Hi, welcome. In this video, you're going to see me working Mason in around my small dog, Polly. And Polly's a little pug. Let me show you. There she is. So Polly's cute. We rescued her from Tennessee and brought her back with the floor. She's about 5 years old. But anyway, she was like, again, same thing. Doesn't matter, small dogs, big dogs. She's very, her relational needs extremely high. And so I use her now to help me in certain situations here where you have some dogs that need role change. And, I use her in a controlled way to help me bring other dogs into balance. So again, it's all about doing this in a very controlled way. And so here what you're going to see me do here in a minute is, what you're going to see me do here in a few minutes is I'm going to have Polly, free out here in this area that I'm in. This is my lanai area, so of my home. And so here I'm going to be having her free, but again, very controlled. So for example, she'll respond to me, stay within a certain distance and stuff. I'm going to be bringing Mason in here on the leash here in a minute. But you're going to see how this is scripted. It's very important when a dog you have a dog that's expressing, aggression towards other dogs, is you have to work on flipping the script, okay? You have to work on socialization, or building that bridge is a matter of bringing them into a follower script. But it's important that, it pivots correctly, which means it's all about leadership, because again, very deceiving. You have dogs coming together and it'll look okay to a certain level until it gets out of control, but it was building all the while because they're interacting outside the parameters of the person as a pivot point under leadership. So it's kind of like a big brother syndrome taking place. So when you see dogs, once they hit the actual dogfight level, trust me, it's been going on for a while, and those dogs are not, responding to the owner. They're not accepting influence. So the owner doesn't have that level of control. So here to work on that, to build that up, you have to script it, which means that it's just about working the leash, nudge, 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 very controlled. So right now it's based on the fact that a look just isn't a look. Okay, you're going to interrupt a lot of that, and basically what you're doing is you're redirecting it. You're bringing it through the owner. Okay, every time the head will turn in. You'll see how this kind of script works. So I'm just going to set this in motion. So it's about doing it a few minutes at a time, Eventually dogs come off leash, but again, it's very controlled. So, when the dogs are here for a board and train, it's important to get this script going. But understand this, when dogs go back, the person needs to continue the process at an intervention level for a period of time to keep building on what was built here. So if you just don't change and you just kind of let dogs kind of do their own thing, it'll wash out. I mean, especially if dogs have already made those unhealthy connection points, they'll want to get power back very quickly. So it's important to keep the same methodology going for a while. Now, as long as the person is really a good leader, and say the dog connects with somebody that has that already, a good leadership, it's not difficult. I mean, it's just a matter of, because really they're not needing to change themselves. It's a matter of keeping that script going and bring that dog into a state of balance. So anyway, I'm going to set the camera up here. You'll see this kind of how this is setting up. And basically, just make the environment just very similar to home environment. And basically what you're doing is I'll be keeping Mason on the leash and just nudging, okay, just scripting it as a follower. And Polly will be moving around, and I'm just playing off Polly. So, but very controlled, just to build that up so that, I become the pivot point. Okay, that's important. So anyway, turn this off, and I'll get this scripted up. Sit. Nice. Sit. Going over. Mason, easy. Hey, Mason, sit. Mason, sit. Over. So you can see here me just kind of working Mason, okay? There's like a little nudging here. Polly's up here, hey, she's just checking things out. Now, the same thing is just like when you're doing this, I'm the pivot point. So right now, what I'm working off is you've had a dog that has expressed aggression towards another dog. You need to be nudging their mind in. So I'm communicating, I'm also communicating to Polly that everything's all right, and at the same time, I'm just getting them in range here because it's very controlled, okay? I'm just not letting them, and that's the other thing about working off other dogs and such, is to have the intensity at this level to be working the script this way, because if you just let the dogs go in, okay, especially dogs that have dog problems, you'll get the appearance of though the dog balancing out, and a lot of times it's really not, okay, because it's not being scripted properly. The dog's entering there holding some power. You're not going to get the dog fights, but you may not get the level of change either. So here, it's really, you really need to nudge it and really assert that level of the dog here. Sit. Hey, there. There, yeah. Okay. So there we go. Okay. Yeah. Good. So they made contact, saw that. That's easy. Okay, sit. Okay, stop. Sit. So again, you want the follower state. You don't want, you don't want the highly expressive state here. So you don't want, for example, you saw Mason lifting up over me. The contact was fine, but it's not really in terms of theta. Okay, so the same thing here. I don't want theta that way. I don't want her going beyond me like that. It's very controlled here. Hey, sit. Very controlled. Okay. Because again, you want it to be very just, hey, sit. Mason, sit. See Mason's tail wagging and everything. But again, he's holding a little bit of power, so just a little nudging here. Same thing with Polly. Keep her calm. Hey, hey. Because then you get things going on with what appears to be like, hey, jealousy and stuff. So there's certain points here you want to stand up a little bit. I just increase my level of influence a little bit, even when I'm touching the other dog a little bit. So what you'll do is just work this script, just nudging, nudging, nudging. Hey, Mason, hey, you good? More. Hey, same thing, just moving around. Polly, pray. Polly, hey, pray. Come on, pray. Go over there. I'll move Polly out of the range. Stay. Hey, Polly, stay. I'll move Polly out of range here just for a minute. Mason, come. Sit. Polly? Great, going over. So here, even just working a little bit, just kind of in and out. I'll have Polly over here close, and then hey. Just nudge over here a little bit. Hey, Polly? Hey, Polly, come on, over there. Polly will come over, stay. She'll come over because she knows I ain't going to let anything happen to her, okay? But that doesn't mean that I want, hey, Polly, come on. Stay over there. That doesn't mean I necessarily want her close, because this is a very controlled exercise. This is just like nudging, and so here I want to interrupt a lot of these states here, just in. I want to make, and how you can tell is just the level of tension too in a dog, okay? Just the level of tension, you want them to be, want them to balance out here, okay? So even here, it's just about the script, right? Just that whole issue of theta, hey. So just nudging in. Just nudging in. Imagine Polly's right here on camera. Yeah, she's right here within like 3 feet. Hey, Mason, hey, go for it. So just want to nudge. So just kind of testing the mind, just pulling it back through me, pulling it back through me. Okay. Polly, come on. Polly, come on. Hey. The sudden movements. Mason, come. Polly, come on. Hey, no. Polly, come. No, hey. Stay. Mason, stay. Polly, come on. Hey. Polly, come. Polly, come on. So here, because of that little sudden jolt there you saw, I'll just work Polly back and forth here a little bit. Polly, come on. And Polly, hey, Polly, hey, come. Polly, come on. Hey. And just lift Mason up a little bit here. Same thing, I'm pushing on Polly a little bit. This is our control exercise. You get that little move, you want to work that out of Mason, you know. Just say, hey, no, I don't want that type of expressive state. Polly, come on. Come on in. Polly, come on. So I'll work a little bit here. Polly, come on. Come on. Polly, come on. Same thing, I'll move Mason a little bit closer. Okay, stay. Mason, be good. Come here. Polly, come on. Mason, yeah. Come on. That's it. So there's a meeting, but again, pivot back through me. So what is this? We reconcile, okay? So I'm gonna, you know, when Mason starts to lick a little bit of Polly here, you know, express, and that's good. You know, don't get me wrong, but it's all about being in harmony, right relationship with me. So especially where, again, this is contact. This is about dog having issues here with other dogs. Mason, come on, come on, it's okay. Okay. So checking each other over here a little bit here, but again, just the script, making sure it's all scripted through me. So the same thing. Nathan, okay. Nathan, sit down. Sit. Sit. Keep bringing it through me. So it's like a drawing up effect. Keep bringing it through me. You're bringing it through me. Now push and pull here a little bit at the same time. This has to be done very controlled, okay? You do it, understanding that, you know, when to do it. Mason, come on, Mason. Mason, come here. Again, little dog behaviors here, checking each other out, but again, it's important the pivot point comes to me. Okay, Mason, hey. Mason, okay, now. Okay. Down, hey, come here. Okay, sit. Good boy. Polly, come on. Polly, back here. Come on. Polly, come. Hey, Mason, no. Polly, come. Hey. Polly, come. Okay. The same thing here. So what we want is sometimes will happen. You just thought when dogs are expressing a high level or getting a lot of fulfillment from other dogs, okay, there'll be certain movements will trigger them, okay, almost like peripheral stuff going on. But what it is, it's like a picture coming together. So for example, is what you saw here just like a minute or two ago, as Nathan made a sudden movement against Polly as she, you know, came up on the couch suddenly. Okay, that's all part of that whole pass thing. Okay, that's why you have to interrupt that. You have to get Mason out of that. So therefore, you have to what I'm doing is kind of repainting that painting back and forth here a little bit, so I can repaint the picture. Okay. Now you see Mason's doing a fantastic job, but because I'm, you know, the owner or the person's doing a great job, because it's like an echo. Okay, you're building that relational bridge. So, but it's about working the script this way. So you're going to see a lot of this. The time left that Mason had with me is really building the script this way, because all about incorporating like the walk and building the bridge socially this way. Anyway, thanks for watching. This gives you a little glimpse in. I'll provide more video on how this comes together, and you'll see it all come together here as I start bringing Mason more and more into a follower script.